We are all very familiar with Avon as that company that has Avon ladies come to your door with a magazine and try to sell you some crap. Here on my channel, we're also very well aware that Avon is a multi-level marketing company. And even though it costs $0 to join, it is still just as worrisome as all the other multi-level marketing companies out there. But today, everyone, I would like to talk about what happens when an Avon lady goes rogue. I was hanging out, minding my own business, browsing through r/AntiMLM, as I always do, all the time, I promise. And I came across this post here. Angry Avon lady knees pregnant woman in stomach in road rage, row over parking space. So of course, without further ado, I am going to roll that intro and then we're going to find out what the heck is going on with this Avon Karen.
There's no parking spaces here, what am I gonna do?
This is Cheryl Hayes, and she got into a fight with another mom over an empty parking space. She ended up kneeing the pregnant woman in the stomach over this. A furious Avon lady kneed a pregnant woman in the stomach after they became embroiled in a violent road rage duel over an empty parking space.
There's no parking spaces here, what am I gonna do?
The shocking incident took place outside the World Museum in Liverpool around noon on February 19th of 2022. It led to a 2-week horror wait where the victim worried her unborn baby might have been injured or worse. Jessica Stevens has bought a parking ticket outside the tourist attraction and was going to park in an empty bay when Cheryl Hayes, age 49, tried to get to the spot first. Oh no!
There's no parking! I can't find a spot! I can't find a parking spot! I found a spot!
Miss Stevens thought Hayes' driving was aggressive, so got out and knocked on her bonnet and windscreen and confronted her before she returned to her car to put the ticket in the windscreen. Hayes then came back after her, knocking on her vehicle and asking, "How do you like it?" before the two had an argument that would escalate. Hayes was said to have shouted, "I'm going to you in a minute," at a mom of 3 Stevens and called her a D-word. Oh no! After she tried unsuccessfully to steal a bay where the victim was about to park her Range Rover. Beep beep! Range Rover, get out of the way, bitch!
Mr. Turner, it's me! Mr. Turner, I'm driving with my feet!
This is the evil Avon Karen here. She had to be dragged away from the brawl by her 20-year-old son. And the poor woman that she kneed was 18 weeks pregnant. And yes, she kneed her in the stomach. psycho. Sefton Magistrates Court heard how Miss Stevens tried to push Hayes away, but in front of Miss Stevens' distressed children, Hayes struck her in the head and face before grabbing her by the hair and pulling her to her knees. This was a straight-up catfight. She then kneed Miss Stevens' pregnant belly and only stopped her attack when her 21-year-old son dragged her away. At the time, Miss Stevens had been 18 weeks pregnant with her 4th child, and she was subsequently admitted to the Countess of Chester Hospital. Honestly, shame on this woman. Like, who the hell picks a pregnant lady, especially over a goddamn parking spot? Are you kidding me? She had an anxious 2-week wait before being told her unborn baby had survived the attack unscathed. Thankfully, in a statement to police, the mom said, "At the time, I was very shocked. I was 18 weeks pregnant, and I was concerned that the woman had harmed my unborn child." All of this over a parking spot.
Space there.
Oh no.
There's a space there.
Oh fuck.
There's a space there.
And this is where the incident took place. It is kind of funny that they took a picture of the parking spot though. Come on. I also had my children in the car who were upset and hysterical. I had to reassure them after what happened, and they had difficulty going to sleep. Following the incident, I did not want to go out in public and was fearful something like that could happen again. What happened really shook me up. I was physically sore and aching afterwards. Her behavior was disgusting and completely uncalled for. At the time, it made me feel sick to the stomach. I had to wait 2 weeks for the result of a scan to see if my baby was okay. It felt like a lifetime. I had sleepless nights. It upsets me deeply that I may not have had my baby due to this behavior, and it deeply upsets me that my children had to witness me being attacked in what should be a family-friendly place. Yeah, the museum. It is just beyond words. I hope that this woman is appalled and ashamed of her behavior, assaulting a pregnant woman in front of minors. And it is not at all cool that she did this with other children around that were watching. At Sefton Magistrates Court, Hayes from Litherland, Merseyside, so be careful of her out there, everyone. This is a crazy Karen who has 2 children, was ordered to pay Miss Stevens £500 compensation after she admitted assault. Andrew Page, prosecuting, explains how the confrontation came about. And here it says that 2 people actually had to come to Miss Stevens' assistance after she got beat up. It's come to the museum today. Not really the best tourist marketing, but anyway. He said the parking spaces on William Brown Street were initially all occupied.
There's no parking! I can't find a spot! I can't find a parking spot!
So Miss Stevens parked up in the coach spaces opposite the museum entrance to wait for a space to become available.
Space there.
Oh no.
There's a space there.
Oh fuck.
There's a space there.
Hayes, who was driving a blue Skoda, I think I said that right, I'm not a car girl, then pulled up behind Miss Stevens' black Range Rover. The complaint: Miss Stevens got out of her car to purchase a parking ticket. As she walked back to her car, another vehicle left, making a parking space available. I found a spot! Mr. Page said. He continued. The defendant, Miss Hayes, was in her car and she drove in an attempt to put her car in the parking space.
Dad, you fucking crashed into someone.
Oh fuck it, who gives a shit?
The complaint believed the defendant's driving to be aggressive. So she knocked on the bonnet and the windscreen, but there was a verbal argument between Miss Stevens and the defendant. Miss Stevens then went to put the ticket in her car, after which Hayes then got out of her car and approached her. She banged on her vehicle aggressively, asking, "How do you like it?" The complainant asked the defendant to stop it, as there were children in her car, and she tried to push her away. And it is really disgusting that there were children that witnessed this. I really wish the kids were not there. But the defendant struck her in the head and face and then grabbed her hair and pulled her to her knees. She then kneed her in the stomach. Wow. Hayes claimed she felt threatened and that the situation caused her autistic son massive distress. She denied swearing at Miss Stevens, and in mitigation defense, lawyer Keith Webster said,
"Regrettably, the defendant's human nature kicked in.
Human nature is to knee a woman in the stomach when she's pregnant and takes your parking spot?" Hayes was also ordered to complete a 12-month community order plus 150 hours of unpaid work and 15 days of rehabilitation activity. She will have to pay £215 in costs and victim surcharge. There was no need for that. She's Avon a laugh. Ding dong, Avon kicking.
The world needs to stop normalizing aggressive behavior, take it off the screen, out of games, and for Pete's sake, stop printing stories about it.
That's a bit much there. She may not have known her victim was an early pregnancy, but she would have seen the 3 other children in the car. Her 21-year-old son had to pull her off. What a disgrace. Lucky for her, the baby was uninjured. All this over a parking space, right? Cannot help but think she was offended by the Range Rover versus the Skoda. Yes, all of this over a damn parking space.
There's no parking! I can't find a spot! I can't find a parking spot!
So this Avon Karen did face some penalties for committing her crime. But one thing that I do find funny about this whole thing is that we never heard of her losing her position at Avon. I tried to find some information and I couldn't. This news only came out just over a week ago, and therefore I searched around the last week and I couldn't find any information to say if she was taken out of Avon. I hope that she was, however, because Avon really does want to be a company that is all about women. They say that they stand for more than just beauty. They claim that they have been empowering women for over 130 years, and that their vision is to be the company that best understands and satisfies the product, service, and self-fulfillment needs of women globally. They say Avon is committed to making the planet more beautiful through our products, our people, our environmental sustainability, and our philanthropy. We empower millions of women financially through our earnings opportunity and support their health and safety through the Avon Breast Cancer Crusade and Avon Speak Out Against Domestic Violence initiative. They do have links to their Breast Cancer Crusade, the Avon Foundation, and an area to speak out against domestic violence. Therefore, it is fair to say that they are a feminist company. It would not be very good to have a woman who works for Avon who's going around and kicking pregnant ladies over parking spaces. So I really do hope that she has lost her position at Avon. Let me know what you think about this down below. Do you also think she should have lost her position at Avon? Don't you think this is a disgusting thing to have happen? Don't ever kick a pregnant woman. That's just sick in the head. Please do give the video a like, subscribe if you are new here. I would love it if you joined our fabulous, amazing members. All of the beautiful people do, and you don't want to be ugly like Avon Karen. So make sure that you hit that join button. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you all have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your MLM Monday. Happy MLM Monday to all of you, especially if you made it to the end of this video. And I'm going to see you all very, very soon with an unpassive update and lots more content. So again, subscribe if you haven't, okay? Don't be like Avon Karen. Don't make me come and kick you in the stomach. You better subscribe. Okay, sorry. I'll stop now. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. Mwah! Bye! And remember, don't join an MLM company, especially Avon. Got Karens around kicking everyone.
Oh, there's no parking spaces here. What am I gonna do?
There's no parking! I can't find a spot! I can't find a parking spot!